Hello, I'm Mary V. Today, let's talk about developing concentration that really helps you when you're performing. As you can see, I'm in a different location today. I've been doing a lot of gardening and I've got very sore muscles. I've been cutting a lot with the secateurs and I need to give my hands time to recover, so I won't be doing any playing today. So sometimes when we perform, we're just playing in front of others, we've got a feeling that everything crowds in on us and we're incredibly aware of people listening to us, where we are, and a lot of things about our practice, they sort of go away. We're not able to concentrate, and also very simple things, we start worrying about them. All kinds of things happen to us when we're performing. So what can we do about it? Well, there is something that you can do while you're practicing. The first thing is to practice a lot that you are playing in front of people. It really, really does help, because to engage your imagination is a very powerful tool in your violin repertoire. So stop what you're doing and imagine that you're walking in, you're bowing, you're going to announce what you're going to play. It doesn't matter, just imagine, even if it's in your own living room or to your family or on stage, no matter what it is, try to imagine it and tune in to what you're doing and feel what you're feeling. The great thing is to be aware of what's happening, because if being nervous and performing affects you, it's very good to find out how it affects you and also to get used to it. And you can actually just do that by practicing it. So using the imagination, that's the first thing. But there's something else you can do, and it's if you tend to practice and you're picking up all the time and your concentration is a little bit going in and out, and you're looking out of the window and you're picking up your violin and playing things again. Let's try this exercise, which is to imagine that you're playing the beginning of your piece before you play it. So you stop and you imagine, and you can feel yourself playing it and you can hear it, and stop until you can actually learn to do this. And what you're doing there is a really valuable thing. You're tuning in with your mind and your body into what you're going to do. And you're becoming less aware of the outside, which is incredibly helpful, because when you perform, you can feel really aware of everything else except the violin. And it feels that you can't seem to center and concentrate on the violin, and you're incredibly aware of everything else. So by practicing, during your practice, becoming very centered, and just before you play anything at all that you're practicing, imagine for a few seconds that you're going to do it. Then what you're doing is growing your concentration. You're actually practicing it. And that's incredibly helpful, because that's something that will help you when you're actually in the situation when you walk on stage or you walk in front of people, and you can feel all these extra things. But because you've practiced being centered and concentrating on what you're going to do, it's much, much stronger. So there's something there where you can help yourself. In another sense, you do need to be aware of what's going on around you if you want to play with other musicians, play pieces with piano, string quartet, orchestras. You've got to be able to hear what you're doing and be strong holding on to that, but also incredibly responsive to what's going on to the outside. So you can't really block it out. You've got to learn to hold on to your centering and allow things to come in without yourself breaking down. So this is something that is good to practice. Everyone learns how to perform and how to hold on to the center core of themselves, and it does need to become familiar. Even if you don't suffer from nerves, it is something that you can get better and better and better at, because being a musician is interacting with the environment but not being broken down by it, not being overwhelmed by it. So there's something there that you can do all the time during your practice, which just take a few seconds just to imagine, engage your imagination and feel it with your body and think it with your mind, and try to hear the notes. Just like that. And then you can pick it up and just go straight into it in a centered state. So I hope that helps you in your practice, and I'll say bye-bye for now. Bye.